The NFL draft season has finally arrived. This is my perspective on the team, especially regarding the first 4 rounds. I truly believe that this is the phase where the team can acquire exceptional talent to develop for the future. That's why I'm going to share my main draft targets now. Feel free to comment below with your favorite draft prospect. However, the most pressing question for me is whether the team should consider trading their pick if both Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter are off the board. Personally, I can see Travis Hunter ending up with the Cleveland Browns, while Abdul Carter may or may not be available for the New York Giants, depending on whether they decide to bring in Shedeur Sanders. I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this. You can simply type Y for yes or N for no in the comment section below. As you know, the team holds the 4th overall pick in the first round. We'll also be going live to cover the draft, so make sure to follow us here. What follows is a detailed breakdown of all the potential new additions to the team. If you'd like to take a screenshot, go ahead. It might come in handy tomorrow. The team has picks in rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4, along with 2 picks in the 5th and 2 in the 7th. Unfortunately, we don't have a 6th round pick this year, as we traded one of our 7th rounders in a deal involving Joe Milton with Dallas. However, we managed to secure a 5th round pick in return. I hope the team significantly improves its depth during these rounds. In particular, for the 5th round, I'm looking at a running back, a possible safety, or even a quarterback. We could also reinforce the defense or offensive line in the later rounds. That said, my surprise pick and top choice for the draft is Will Campbell. I'm convinced he is truly the best option for the team. I also believe he's almost a lock. At pick number 4, I know there's been a lot of discussion around Carter or Hunter being the pick, but I'm not so sure. What I do know is that recent reports suggest the team is very focused. All signs point to Will Campbell being the choice at number 4. He's a perfect fit for the current coach's system. At the moment, there's no one holding down the left tackle spot convincingly, and the current player at that position hasn't performed well. That's why I'm confident Will Campbell will join the team soon. I've received multiple pieces of information indicating the team holds Campbell in high regard, and he himself has shown a strong interest in joining. He mentioned that the team has an excellent coaching staff and that he had the chance to exchange a lot of ideas with them. He's excited about any opportunity he might get, whether with this team or another. Nothing is confirmed yet, as the team obviously holds more information than he does, and he's just waiting for Thursday night to learn more. We know Will Campbell visited the team, and the experience was extremely positive. I believe that visit went so well that it basically locked in the 4th pick. I'm totally comfortable with the idea of Campbell taking over at left tackle. I'll hope the team slots him in there. Although he primarily plays as a guard, experts consider Armand Mebo the top offensive lineman in the draft. And he plays at right tackle, so I don't see any left tackle better suited for the team than Campbell, who has the versatility to play, both inside and outside. So get ready for Will Campbell to join the team. And if the pick in the 1st round is indeed an offensive lineman, it's likely to be Campbell. Kuiper has Armand Mebo as his top OL at right tackle. But honestly, there are no viable left tackles available for New England other than Will Campbell. His versatility of being able to play both inside and out makes him the expected choice. If an offensive lineman is selected in the 1st round, a wide receiver should be the priority in the 2nd round. My choice there would be Luther Burden, the wide receiver from Missouri. I consider him one of the top talents, comparable to someone like Stephon Diggs. Adding him to the backfield could bring major benefits. I believe Burden would quickly become the team's WR2 with Diggs as the WR1 and Diario Douglas playing in the slot. That would set up a great competition to determine the WR3 between Bourne, Polk, and Baker. Burden posted 676 receiving yards. While his numbers may not blow you away at first glance, his consistency in targets and receptions is something I really value. I'm confident he'll be Drake May's closest support weapon. Combining someone with his speed and catch radius next to Diggs would really open up the playbook for a coach like Josh McDaniels. Plus, it's important to give Drake May a young wideout. We tried that with Polk and Baker last season, but it didn't work out as planned. That's why I see Luther Burden as the best WR2 option for New England. Still, there will be plenty of wide receivers available when the Patriots pick at 38. So what options should be considered in round 2? Drop your suggestions in the comments. One player I'd consider moving forward is Trey Harris. In the third round, with pick number 69, I'd go with Jalen Null. My hope is that he's still available at that spot. Strengthening the wide receiver room is essential. It's critical to give Drake May not just Diggs, but multiple reliable targets. With Diggs returning from injury, that pressure needs to be shared. Jalen Null has been incredible. He topped 10200 receiving yards with a 15-yard average per reception. Just for comparison, Austin Hooper averaged 11 yards per reception and was the team's fourth most productive receiver. Null would be a great complement to Burden. If we can add another strong wide receiver like Null, it would help fix last season's draft mistakes at the position. Last year, Jalen Polk was brought in to be WR1, but he didn't live up to expectations. Baker, selected a few rounds later, also failed to deliver. I believe both Null and Burden can successfully transition to the NFL. Having two high-quality receivers by the end of round 3 is a promising outlook. There's still plenty of room to build team depth. It's equally important to strengthen the defense and offensive line. I'd also consider a running back. With the extra third-round pick from the Matthew Judon trade to Atlanta, it would be smart to use it to fill a key gap. We also know that Null visited the Patriots, a clear sign of interest from the coaching staff. The only question is whether he'll still be on the board at 69. Next, I plan to target a running back in round 3. I believe RJ Harvey fits perfectly with the Patriots' needs. They want to add speed to the backfield. With powerful backs already on the roster, it's now about adding burst and someone who excels at yards after contact. Harvey has 20 receptions for 267 receiving yards and over 1,600 rushing yards. The team is also looking for someone who can catch passes effectively. One well-known coach has always loved plays like jet sweeps and wheel routes, so they'll seek a running back with good hands. Clearly, there's interest in drafting a young RB. RJ Harvey would be a great addition to complement the current group. That said, this is a deep class of running backs. If they wait until round 4 to select one, I won't be upset. Still, I really think Harvey could come in and take advantage of his chances as RB3. As I said earlier, he'd add speed to a backfield full of players who often spend more time behind the line of scrimmage than beyond it. I'm excited to see more weapons at the coach's disposal. Let me ask you, who should be the running back drafted? With this being one of the most talent-rich positions in this year's class, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, I want to mention an app that could be useful for anyone who wants to attend sports events. If you're planning to go to a game later this year, this app is the perfect tool. You can get the best prices, saving up to 60% on last-minute tickets for sports events, comedy shows, or theater. Plus, you can preview the seat view before buying, which is super helpful. So go ahead and download the app. Use the promo code to get a discount on your first ticket purchase. Some conditions apply. What time is it? Game time. There's a pick in the 4th round, none in the 6th, and 2 in the 5th and 7th. I'm gathering all this info here. Honestly, my strategy from rounds 4 to 7 is all about adding as much depth as possible. Let's not forget we still have players from last year who haven't had the chance to prove their worth. So my focus will also be on quarterbacks. I'm interested in the running back who stood out last season. I also want to add a center to the offensive line to protect our experienced QB. And I'm evaluating a new defensive player too. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Christian Barmore, one of the rising stars in the New England Patriots defense, has been handed a 2-year suspension after testing positive for a banned substance. The news sent shockwaves through the NFL, especially considering Barmore's pivotal role in the Patriots' defensive line. This suspension marks a significant setback, not only for Barmore, but also for a Patriots team that has struggled to maintain consistency in recent seasons. Barmore, drafted by the Patriots in the 2nd round of the 2021 NFL Draft, quickly became a key player for the team. Known for his impressive strength and quickness off the line, Barmore had shown flashes of becoming one of the top defensive tackles in the league. His ability to disrupt the pocket and clog running lanes had made him a cornerstone of New England's defensive scheme, and his loss will be felt deeply by the team. The NFL's testing policies are stringent, and Barmore's positive test came after an offseason in which many had high expectations for his development. It was hoped that Barmore would continue to progress and help anchor the defense alongside other young talents like Matthew Judon and Jawan Bentley. With the suspension now in place, the Patriots will have to rely on their depth chart to fill the void left by Barmore's absence. The team has some promising options, but none with the same combination of power and speed that Barmore brings to the field. For Barmore, this suspension raises questions about his future in the NFL. While he has the potential to rebound after serving his suspension, the 2-year layoff could hinder his growth, especially at such a critical point in his career. He will undoubtedly be under intense scrutiny when he returns to action, and his reputation could be affected by the nature of the infraction. This situation is a reminder of the challenges athletes face in maintaining their performance while adhering to the league's strict regulations. In a league as competitive as the NFL, even a small misstep can lead to long-lasting consequences. For the Patriots, this is another unfortunate chapter in a franchise that has seen its fair share of ups and downs in recent years. As for Barmore, the hope would be that he uses this time off to reflect and come back stronger, ready to prove that he can still be the dominant force that many believe he is capable of becoming. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.